here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today we are doing another spooky October build video. So today's build is a vampire build. So as you know, I am currently trying to fill up Forgotten Hollow with a whole heap of different spooky builds. This one is a vampire build. So basically I just went for a really gothic and dark feel and tried to adapt it to a somewhat modern day vampire. So you can sort of see our little vampire character down the bottom of the screen there. And there will be a creator sim video for her as well. So when that is out, I will go ahead and link it in the description and above, so you can go ahead and see who lives in this house. But basically the girl who lives in this house lives alone. She is a single vampire and she does not need no man. She lives on her own in her little house, and she just has a 1-bedroom house. Well, technically it could be a 2-bedroom. There is a study as well, but that is where she keeps her organ and her desk for writing. So basically I acknowledge that she's like a vampire. She needs darkness and she likes, you know, not being outside in the sun. She has thick curtains and like curtains on every single window pretty much. But I also acknowledge that she's like in a modern day kind of situation. She would have a computer and like she would have a fridge and a stove and stuff to like cook with, like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just pretty modern in general, but also some olden day touches with things like the furnishing and the decoration, the wallpaper, and especially the exterior. I tried to create it so it would look really, really scary, and I imagine that if you lived in this neighborhood and you weren't like a spooky person, you were just a normal human, and you walk past this house like after school, the kids would walk past after school and just like run past. They wouldn't be able to walk, and it would be like a dare, like, I dare you to go up and touch the front door, I dare you to go and touch that. Like, I imagine that's what this house was. It looks really spooky and creepy from the outside. It's the kind of house you wouldn't go and mess with, and you just wouldn't want to be here, like walking past this house alone at night. You'd be really scared. And I just wanted it to look really luxurious and like vampy. I don't know, I just wanted to make it look like a vampire lived here. Like if we were in that situation where you weren't any kind of opulent sim, you were just a normal human, everyone in the town would conspire and think, yeah, that girl's definitely a vampire, or she's definitely, you know, got something going on in there. She's mixing her potions or whatever, but and nobody would know for real, but you would always have your suspicions that this lady's got a little bit of something going on in there. And she does. She definitely has a upstairs attic kind of area that you can see, where she has windows where she can look out over the park, look out over the town square and see what all the plebeian humans are doing. And I just wanted to create this really cool little entryway, because the entryway wasn't middled, and the only doors that come with vampire stuff, or the like creepy looking doors, are like oddly tiled. Like none of them are 3-tiled and none of them are 1-tiled. They're all 2-tiled. So I went ahead and created this little mysterious door section. So it's almost as though when you look from directly front on, it's kind of hard to see if there's a door there. It looks like you can't enter. So if you did do that little spooky truth or dare thing, you know, go up and touch the front door, you wouldn't just be like running up straight and touching it. You would have to like go around in a little bit in order to touch the door, and that would make it even more freaky. So I just wanted to create a double door entrance because it looked symmetrical and I couldn't do it any other way without doing a really boring door. And I also did like a really funky looking window situation. So on the porch from her bedroom and from the living room, there are these stained glass windows that you can look out onto the porch. So if you were in your bedroom and someone knocked on the front door, you could look out your little front windows to see if like who was there, which I thought was a really cool idea because they might not really be able to see you properly, especially if you have like curtains closed and you're just peeking around the curtains, and you could see who is coming. I also did a really cool chandelier feature, so it's up in the attic, but it sort of hangs down over the staircase, so you'd probably be able to see it from the lower floor. If you can't tell already, this vampire absolutely loves the color red, so I wanted to create a really gothic, dark feel with a lot of dark browns, blacks, reds, greys, and then some browny beiges to break it up a little bit. But basically, they are just really into the color red. Even in their outfits, you'll see in their creator sim video that they love wearing the color red and whatnot. So in their house, that definitely reflects as well. I mean, it starts at the tiles on the porch in the front door, and it just is all throughout the house with the flooring, with the decoration, the furnishing, everything. There's red everywhere. But I also did try and break that up in the bathroom with some hints of blue, which I thought looked really awesome. And then the study is a bit calmer. So the study is the room to the right of the screen right now. It's that beigey looking room. I just wanted to create it like in a way that looked a little bit more simpler, so that if it ever did need to be turned into another bedroom, it could. Like if she ever had a vampire baby, she could go ahead and have her vampire baby live in that room and it'd be perfectly fine. So she does just have the really expensive, nice, luxurious Gothic bed. She has that 12K bed in her bedroom, but upstairs in the attic there is also a coffin. So I imagine maybe like she has a vampire family member sleeping in there and they just are in there and they don't really get up, or maybe it is where she sleeps during certain times when she's in like deep hibernation. But yeah, I just wanted to I wanted to definitely put a coffin in because obviously she's a vampire, but I didn't want it to be her main bed because, as I said, she is very much a modern day vampire. She's living in a modern day world. This is like current, it's not, you know, olden days, so I imagine she'd be fine to sleep in a bed. You know, she has some kind of potion, some kind of special sunscreen she rubs on that means she can survive in the sunlight for a brief amount of time or whatever. And I also put in a lot of bay windows. I just imagined her sitting in there watching over the town, watching over her prey, you know, thinking whose plasma is she gonna drink next. But I also want to create this house with the ability to entertain small groups. So I'm trying to kind of hint, but I'm doing a bit of a Halloween special video. You would have seen that if you watched my October schedule. So basically throughout the month of October, I am uploading every single day, so make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any of my uploads this month. But basically I'm uploading every day. My usual series, I have my LPs going out on a regular basis, but then on the days where I don't have LP parts, on the weekends, on Tuesdays, and just, you know, occasionally here and there, I am sprinkling you guys with some fun Halloween spooky themed videos. So they're not all going to be like directly scary, like it's not going to be like that. Some of them are just like sort of hints of scariness or hinting at what is going to be in the Halloween special. So what I'm doing is creating a whole heap of houses and a whole heap of households to go into Forgotten Hollow. So basically my goal is to fill Forgotten Hollow with these creepy homes such as the vampire home. I'm also doing a cabin in the woods, like a scary cabin that you'd see in Halloween horror movies, such as Hush or Cabin in the Woods, the movie, stuff like that, just any kind of scary movie. So we have that one, and I also recreated the American Horror Story home from season 1, the murder house. I recreated that as well, and then I'm going to be doing just a big haunted mansion spooky party house, and I'm going to find a way to tie these all together in one big Halloween special video. So I hope you're looking forward to that. Depending on the length, I just want to mention this quickly. I have the spooky haunted house Halloween build set to go out over 2 parts, but I'm thinking if the build doesn't take me too long and it only really needs to be one build video, I might make the Halloween special go over 2 parts, because I originally only had like a quick little idea for my Halloween special, but now I'm feeling really inspired after doing all of these builds, and so I might make the Halloween special go over 2 parts instead of the Halloween spooky build. So let me know what you think about that. Obviously it means the schedule will be thrown off just a little bit, but we'll go ahead and see what happens, and no matter what happens I'll let you guys know, and you'll obviously see when the videos upload. But whatever happens, the final Halloween special part, the main extravaganza, will be going up on Halloween Day. I live in Australia, if you didn't know that, so my time zone is very different from most of my demographic. I know most of you guys live in America and Canada, and I only have about 2% of my viewers coming from Australia. So if you're a part of that 2%, hello, but if you're not, don't worry. I try and upload at a time where it is that day everywhere. So I upload about 11 p.m. between like 9 and 11:30 p.m. in Australia. So then it is sort of like pretty much the day that I say I'm uploading. So if I say like, oh, I'm uploading Not So Berry on Fridays or whatever, then it is uploading on a Friday in most places, like whether it be early Friday some places and late Friday some other places. I just wanted to make sure it was sort of, you know, okay, yeah, it comes out on Fridays and everyone sort of knows when to expect it. But I'm sure by this point you guys have gotten a feel of my schedule. Obviously my schedule has changed slightly this month, so if you do want to catch up on that, I do have a video of it. And also yeah, I've got some spooky videos coming out this month, so I'm uploading every day, whereas usually I upload about every other day. So if this is too much for you guys, don't feel pressured to watch all my videos if you don't have enough time. I understand school is in session as this is happening, so if you're busy with your schoolwork, feel free to go ahead and do that and miss out on a couple of my videos here and there, but I hope that you do enjoy any of the ones you do come along and watch. And even if you watch these videos in the background whilst you do your homework or whatever, I know I love watching videos in the background whilst I do homework and whilst I am cleaning and like cooking dinner and stuff like that. And I also love watching videos in the background whilst I'm building, because it can give me a lot of inspiration for builds as well. If I'm watching build videos or even LPs with really cool houses, I find that really inspiring. And it really just helps keep me company, especially if I'm home alone. I always have to have sound playing, so let me know if you can relate to that. I feel like that's kind of a spooky related thing, because like if you don't have sound playing, you feel kind of scared. But anyway, on the day when I'm recording this, I'm waiting for my refrigerator to be delivered. I feel like a real adult right now. Basically, my refrigerator broke down and it was like breaking down slowly, and I'm pretty sure today, like the day the new fridge is being delivered, it's like completely kaputted itself, like it's gone. But on the couple of days leading up to it, when we decided maybe we need a new fridge, it's just been like stuttering and turning on and off and stopping and starting, and the light blew and it wasn't blowing cold air and it was just not working. So I'm pretty sure it's fully broken as we speak, like it hasn't turned on, and I'm worried about our food, but we did buy like ice in case we needed to put the food on ice. But we're getting a new fridge, so that feels like a really adult move, a really big adult thing. I only just moved out of home this year, if you didn't know that, so I'm feeling like a real adult right now, so that's really exciting. But I'm just popping in and doing a little bit of a graveyard. I imagine if she's a vampire, she's lost a lot of people over the years, and it wouldn't be so weird to her to have it like built into her house. And I've used one of the reefs in the graveyard as a like flower piece. That's a really common thing, to have like flower reefs on graves, so I thought that looked really cool. But right now we're jumping on into the screenshots. I love this house so much. I feel like it looks so intimidating, but once you're inside, it's really warm and welcoming. Like, I feel like you could just sit in here and have a chat for ages. But let me know what you guys think of this build. If you did not know, my gallery ID is Bree Simulated, spelt the same way as here on YouTube, but with no spaces, of course. Or you can search the hashtag Bree Simulated and it should come up as well. But if you guys would like to download this build, it is on there, so go ahead and download it, and any of my other builds you see on my channel and my creator sims are up there as well. So if you do use this in your game, in your save, go ahead and tag me in any photos you post of it on Twitter or Instagram. My ID is at Bree Simulated on both. Go ahead and send me pictures, DMs, whatever. I love communicating with you guys on all the platforms. And go ahead and leave a comment right now about whether or not you would like to spend a night in this house, or if you think it would be too spooky. I definitely wouldn't mind it because I think it looks okay, but the graveyard would kind of creep me out. But until next time, I hope you all have a very snazzy day, and I'll see you guys in my next spooky video. Bye guys!